Good morning, Eagles Nation. Welcome to this week's edition of the Weekly Chirp. I'm your host, Hellmann here, and you know what? We're getting this video out to you early this morning because, I have a feeling there's going to be some big signings today and the next week. So I'm just going to, as we sign, when we extend Fletcher Cox, all that stuff, I'll put out reactions for these videos of these signings because it's going to be a crazy week. So I didn't want to put this video out and then be like, oh, no, it's old news now. So I want to get this video to you guys out right away this morning. So thank you for tuning in. Huge weekend. Eagles, re-signing Lane Johnson to that big deal, extending him, I suppose. So, that's going to be huge. He's expected, they're like, oh, we never paid a right tackle that much money. Well, he's probably going to move to the left tackle. Hopefully it's this year because Jason Peters gets cut. That has remained to be seen. Doug Peterson appears to want to keep Jason Peters, but dude, were you watching the 16 games this year? Because he was getting rolled up all the time. Anytime, you just can't stay on the field. Not that Jason Peters isn't talented, but he's not worth $10 million. And if you can't be healthy and stay on the field, then we can't afford to pay you just to sit on the bench. So, we'll see what happens. But I anticipate Lane Johnson moving to left tackle. Maybe not this year, but definitely next year. And then that contract will be, it'll fit people's standards. I think it was a good deal regardless if you're going to have him play right or left tackle because you know what? You need him. You see how important offensive line was. Clearly last year was a huge problem. And you saw what happened to the Patriots when you don't have a good O-line. Your head coach gets fired, Tom Brady gets knocked down 23 times, and you lose by 2 points. And maybe if your O-line played a little better, they could have ended up winning that game. The Patriots would have been in the Super Bowl again, but thank God they aren't, right? But anyway, so moving on. Senior Bowl was this weekend as well. Carson Wentz, everyone was like, yeah, let's take Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz doesn't do good in the Senior Bowl, and now no one wants Carson Wentz again. So it's interesting. The ebb and flow of this league is so crazy. One bad game at the Senior Bowl, Braxton Miller dropping passes for him. So Carson Wentz, that would fit in if he came to Philadelphia. He already got a little taste of what it would be like. But I'm telling you, I think the Eagles are going to go Sam Bradford. A lot of the players want Sam back. Lane Johnson, he said he wants Sam back. I think it just seems odd to be making all these moves like this. These aren't rebuild moves. These are retooling moves. These are reloading moves where, you're like, yep, you know what, this year's a little down here. We're going to go back and compete and go get it. I feel like the Eagles are trying to do like a Boston Red Sox, It seems like the past 3 seasons they were, well, 4. My dates are a little off, but I think 2011 is when they won the World Series, and they were good that year. And in 2012, they were awful, just dreadful. Then they made all these moves in 2013. Then they came back and won the World Series. And I feel like that's what the Eagles are trying to do. And you can't do that with a rookie quarterback. I don't care who it is. They're not going to come in and light it up. So I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to happen this week. I think there's going to be some huge signings. So, you know what, guys? Let's just sit back and watch, man. Really, this is just an exciting time because we can't lose. We can't lose right now. All we can do is get good players and do better. It's so nice not having the stress of losing games. It's like that's how rough this season was for us. So thank you for joining me, guys. Have a great Monday, and I'll see you later.